You're listening to Rockers for Wildlife Radio with Paul Paget, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hey, it is Paul Paget, and we are rocking the house today. This is good stuff. Oh, my God. Women's Empowerment Day, is that correct?
International Women's
International,
Day.
even international on top of that.
Yeah.
If I knew multiple languages, I'd say hi and congratulate everybody, but I don't. I'm French Hick, so I only know Frick. So I'm working on it, that's the slang. My God, do we have a lineup today? We have Tessa Cacciatore in the house.
You sound like Count Dracula.
Well, actually, it's Count Chocula, because that's what I had for breakfast.
Oh, there you go.
Kick Booberry.
This is Booberry.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm wearing red for International Women's Day today. Actually, the entire month of March is Women History Month, but today is actually the day where we all come together and rise. There's a big thing going on right now where women businesses are being supported, and we're supposed to not go shopping to any major stores and all kinds of wonderful things and wear red.
Wow,
We'll
how are
that
y'all going to
works
pull
out.
that off? No shopping.
I know.
Boy,
That's a hard one.
That's not going to work out well today.
Shop local.
Then
Shop local, shop little guy.
We have our mate. Oh, you know what? I think we got a wonderful guest calling in 1 second.
Jane.
This is Paul Paget, Rockers for Wildlife. No, is this Jane?
Hi, how are you?
Oh my gosh,
Hi,
Jane,
Jane.
doing amazing. Thank you for calling in. I knew it was you. Oh my gosh, how are you, dear?
I'm great.
Always.
Hi, Jane. It's Tess.
Hey, y'all are good.
Hi, Tess. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad you're calling in on the show.
Yeah, are we on?
Yes,
We are on and we are live. It is good space.
I like it.
I love it.
I like it. I'm very excited about, International Women's Day. And, my focus is to expand our circle of compassion to all sentient beings. Here's the thing. As long as the most voiceless and the most powerless amongst us is exploited, we're all exploited. Martin Luther King said something to that effect. As long as one of us is oppressed, all of us are oppressed. And I was at the Women's March in D.C., and I saw a lot of compassion for women, for children, for the LGBT community, which I'm a member of, for, every human. But I did not see that extend to other sentient beings who are the most beings on this planet. We have we're approaching 9 billion people by 2050. There are 70 billion cows and chickens and pigs and goats that are raised in horrific conditions and slaughtered every year in this world. Totally unnecessary, a leading cause of climate change, and horrific for human health. We've got a healthcare crisis we're talking about right now. How are we going to pay for this, that, and the other? Well, you know what? If Americans were healthier, if they weren't suffering from heart disease, which kills 1 out of every 4, it's the leading killer in the United States. It's from eating meat and dairy products, because it's when your arteries get clogged with plaques, cholesterol. Plants have no cholesterol. It's from other animal products. So why are we doing this to ourselves, destroying the planet, torturing animals? And so I urge all women who are progressive, who care, to expand that circle of compassion just a little bit more, and it will reward all of us in spades.
It makes me want to put a dress on and march with you guys. You got me so inspired, and I'm one of the most inspired people on the planet. I think I'm going to buy a galaxy today or something. Oh, my God, Jane, that was
Jane
good.
is infectious.
No, she is infectious. Last time I got to be around Jane was at the Genesis Awards with Tippi Hedren and Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, we love Tippi. We love Tippi.
Absolutely. Love the Genesis
Awards.
Awards.
In fact, she just, the Wildlife Way Station just adopted 5 pigs that were rescued, that were about to go to slaughter.
Wow.
And so we go out there and visit them. Jane Unchained is going to do a story on them real soon.
Ooh, I'm loving it. Excellent. We want to get you in the studio, Jane. It's you've got so much to share. It's insane. Tell us.
You can right here, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, she has a live stream every 12:30 called Lunchtime Live. So
Well, I'm going to have to cancel my show to come on to yours. Definitely.
Okay, well, you know what? It's not a zero-sum game. You can be on my show without canceling yours.
she's
got
on.
that.
She's on 7 days a
Your
week.
point is,
Oh, perfect.
you know, life isn't a zero-sum game. A very primitive philosophy is for us to survive, we've got to kill. Not only is it primitive and barbaric, but it's wrong.
Absolutely.
We don't have to kill to survive. In fact, when we kill animals and eat them, we're killing ourselves slowly. And that's why people get heart attacks, they get cancer, they get all these illnesses, and they suffer in other ways. Erectile dysfunction. You know, it's the veins and arteries in your body clog. Okay? So erectile dysfunction is a precursor of heart disease. Alzheimer's has been connected to the overconsumption of meat and dairy. Ever wonder why there's skyrocketing cases of Alzheimer's? Well, in the history of humankind, we've never eaten breakfast filled with meat, lunch filled with meat, dinner filled with meat. This is a new phenomenon, and it's only possible because of industrialized farming. And there is no nice way to raise and kill 70 billion animals, 9 billion in this country alone.
Sick.
And there are so many alternatives. So let me tell you a story. I was at the Women's March, and we were gathered the night before with a bunch of people for dinner before the Women's March. And so there were all these vegans, and there was one woman who wasn't a vegan. And she was very nice, but she ordered chicken. And I thought that was a little odd because I thought, well, you know, here you're with a whole group of vegans, and you're ordering chicken at this place. It was called, I don't know, Busboys and Poets, or Poets and Busboys, a very hip restaurant in D.C.
Oh, I love that place.
And yeah, and so then I noticed, I watched her, and I noticed she didn't eat it. So at the end of the evening, I said, hey, what are you going to do with that chicken? She said, you want it? I said, oh, no, absolutely not. But I said, she goes, I didn't even touch it. And that's when I said, you know, that animal, that individual died for you. And I just said it because I was serious. You know, it's just bad enough to kill an animal, but then to kill an animal that was raised in horrific conditions, that had a mother, that had babies, because they're always producing, they're always get pregnant and producing, and then to order it in a restaurant and then not even bother to eat it. It was disgusting to me. So I said to the waitress, I said, you're going to wrap that up. And so the next day, when we were at the march, I said, whatever happened to that chicken dinner? I wasn't going to let it go. She goes, oh, we gave it to a homeless person. But, you know, that's not the answer. We could end world hunger today if everybody stopped eating the most inefficient use of resources on the planet. Do you care about women and children suffering from malnutrition in Somalia and Sudan and all these other places? If you do, then look in the mirror and say, am I contributing to world hunger? Because when you eat a steak, it is the most inefficient use of resources. Just think of how much food it costs, how much food it takes to raise your little... I have chihuahuas, and I'm feeding them, you know, cans every day, and they're vegan, by the way.
You're not feeding them Taco Bell?
They eat a lot. What?
You're not feeding them Taco Bell? The little chihuahua was...
Taco Bell. You can get vegan Taco Bell.
Yes.
You can go there and get it. There's a whole system that you can do and eat totally vegan at Taco Bell. It's one of the few fast food restaurants where you can go totally vegan.
Absolutely. I actually threw that out there because the Yo Quiero Taco Bell little chihuahua. The chihuahuas are really cute. I didn't mean to. I had to throw a little comedy in there. Sorry.
Well, no, I know. It's important to keep comedy because people don't, you know, when the truth starts creeping up on you and you start realizing, I've co-signed, you know, the killing of a sentient being who had a mother, who was an individual, who had eyes, who had a heart, who experienced terror, who dreams. Pigs dream, okay? They dream just like your little dogs do. And when that dawns on you, the implications of that. You know, I've covered crime for years, right? I've covered all the big murder trials. What is homicide? Homicide is the unjustifiable killing of another, not in self-defense.
True.
And that's what I believe the killing of all these billions of animals is. It's homicide. It's murder. Because you don't have to kill them to survive. Tom Brady, the football god, is a vegan. He's just starting a vegan line. If he can win the friggin' Super Bowl on vegetables, then why are people using excuses saying, oh, I need my protein? First of all, did you ever hear anybody come home from the doctor and say, honey, I'm suffering from a protein deficiency? No. You know, it's a sales gimmick.
Absolutely.
It's a sales gimmick, first of all. Secondly, there's more protein per calorie in kale than there is in steak. Okay? There is more calcium in orange juice than there is in milk.
True.
We are the only species that steals the mother's milk of another species and drinks it for ourselves. Once we're weaned, we don't need from our own mother's milk. We don't need to steal the mother's milk of another species. What's happening is insanity, and we're trying to wake people up. And I can talk to you about the connection between the feminist movement and the animal rights movement, but I'll take a breath and let you get a word.
Beautiful. So here's what I got to do, because I got a room full and I've got a little bit that we've got to cover on a couple other subjects, but I do want to invite you back to where we've got way more time. You've got a lot to share. I want to get that out to the audience. I agree across the board. You know, I work with the Humane Society and Genesis Awards and all of these things to create awareness, so I'm on track with you on all of this. Tell everybody where they can go see your show and follow up with what you got going on.
Sure, JaneUnchained.com or JaneVelezMitchell.com or Facebook.com/JaneVelezMitchell.
And we will be putting links out on our social media across the board for Jane. And Jane, thank you for calling in. We appreciate everything, your compassion, your conviction, and everything you got going. I look forward to coming and doing your show, but I want to get you back on, and we're going to do about 30 minutes and just lay it out.
I love it. Go vegan. Thanks, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you later.
All right, so let me swing this back around. I'm so happy Jane called in. Woo! I love her.
Yes.
Man, she's passionate. Boy, we got some
Passion,
strong women in the house. So we got Lori Woodley in the house. I got to go
Hey.
back around for interviews. I had to grab Jane because she's got a 12:30 show. So Lori Woodley, All It Takes,
here.
mother of Shailene Woodley, amazing actress, and I love your son. Oh my God,
Yeah.
he's so amazing.
I've got good
Tanner.
kids. I'm going to keep them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's been shaking, Mama? Give me a quick nutshell. We'll come back to you.
Well, since the last time I was here, you know, more Standing Rock, another Standing Rock visit, and so much change there.
Yeah.
Just left about 200 middle school kids in Malibu doing a youth leadership program to, you know, we need our kids to step up and know their power, know who they are in the world, and know that they purposely can make a choice to change any situation they want to change for themselves, for others, or their environment, our environment.
Yep.
And that they're, you know, they're our future leaders. So they have to believe that.
That's it.
So we give them that. You
Ooh,
know, we
love
yep,
it.
yep. So and then I've got this new thing going on where I'm working down in Baja on to save a hot spring.
We're coming back to that
Yep.
story.
Those
You
are
gave
the
me a
things
little
I'm on.
niblet, and boy, it was yummy little snack before we got started. Then let's give an introduction to my oldest son, Paul Aaron. How's it going?
Yay.
Going good.
Hey, Paul.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, scoot up. You sound like you're in a reverb chamber.
Not sure what to
yeah,
do with
that
my
was
hands.
natural. Yeah, that's Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hand.
I'm very grateful to be here. Thank y'all.
Excellent. We're very grateful to have you here. Thank God you
And
were
I've
born.
been grateful for him all week.
Oh my Lord, they've been
Working
working together.
Day
Man.
and night, just pushing buttons on the computer.
And now he's ready to go back to Wichita after that beating Tess gave him.
No,
No, he
we're not
loves
letting
it.
him
No.
go.
Absolutely.
I'm never leaving.
And then
He's a keeper.
on our side panel, oh my gosh, we have got a lineup like nobody's business. Oh my God, we've got Brenda Brown in the house.
Brenda Brown, best in
she's gonna be
town.
coming back around and chatting with us, tell us everything. And then we got Summerona. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, she's just hot off of a couple video shoots, and we're going to talk about that. And then we got my master, Diana Kelly, and master of PR. The woman is just 7 days a week. I'm beginning to wonder if she actually sleeps. She hits
No.
me.
No, she
Okay,
doesn't
I'm over here. I'm with the Vanderpumps and da-da-da-da-da. So excellent. And I want to give a shout out to Russ Nybert, my management team, Mela Klinkenchat. She runs social media like nobody's business. And my co-host that couldn't make it today, Anna Heat. Thank you for all you bring to the table. And our mascot, Pasuli. And so let's swing this thing around. I want to talk about Baja real quick, just real quick.
You know, I don't know how I find myself in these things, you know. It's just you just have to say
It's your
yes,
big
heart.
right? Like something hits you and you go, yeah, that. Oh, that makes sense. Should be doing that. So a couple weeks ago, I managed to get myself down to this beautiful oasis. Like, you know, it was described as the Garden of Eden. You know what? That was right. Like you walk on, it was like when I went to Standing Rock and you walk on the sacred grounds there and you feel a different energy. That's what this place feels like. It's, you know, it's this natural blue palm, really rare palm oasis about 2.5 hours south of Baja, or in Baja, south of the border. And It's not easy to get to. It's an adventure to get to. And then once you're there, there's, like 32 natural hot springs. Each campsite has its own natural pool and hiking. And so you can hike up just 20, 30 minutes and you can be in natural cold pools with waterfalls. So that's what makes it unique. In Egypt and Israel are the only other two known to man hot and cold springs naturally occurring. Whoa. And this one's the last privately owned one. The family had to sell. And you know what? We beat out corporate America.
Bam!
Yeah. Corporate America wanted to turn this place into a 1% resort. And a good friend of mine, John Quigley, said no. He'd been going there for 20 years. I met him in Standing Rock. That's how I ended up there. And
I love John.
Yeah, he's a good guy and went down. And I'm like, I have to be on this team.
Right.
And so we're saving Guadalupe now.
Guadalupe, that's where I did all my shark work.
Canyon de Guadalupe is the name of the place. And the family sold to John's promise. John's like a family member to them. He's been going so long.
Love it.
And they said, we have to sell, but we don't have to. Whether they had to sell was not negotiable.
Yeah.
Who they sold to was.
Yeah.
And so they turned down a very lucrative offer for one that gets them where they want to go as a family, but is going to take a lot longer because they want to save this oasis. They know that John will protect it. They know he will keep it. So we're looking for it to be ultimately a heritage land conservatory.
Loving it.
Conservancy, yeah.
Wow. Thanks for that little nutshell of that. We want to hear more about that as
Beautiful.
that's developing. Tess, oh my gosh.
Yes.
A 20-year journey for Gwen. Maybe longer. I think it's a lifetime
I started when I
journey.
was 2.
Yeah, you did.
She's like, go to GwenLive.com.
That's exactly how I sounded.
Shaking her little rattle.
A little rattle, but no milk. I threw my milk bottles across the room.
Yes, no milk, no milk. Jane will beat you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a true
You're
story.
in
I,
milk
didn't-
trouble.
I never drank milk. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's I grew up in Oklahoma, so they had us below the cow. Yeah, we didn't even use hands. Working on these
Had
stretch
a gallon of milk just walking around with it.
Crazy. Tell us about the journey. Good Lord.
Well, I'm going to try to make it as brief as possible, but back in '94 when I met John Quigley, we were all doing environmental work. I had World Trust Foundation, which is still up and running, dealing with young leaders around the world, and began doing a lot of traveling around the world. And I realized that technology, because I was a producer at the time in that world, I thought, wow, this is going to be great when the world can connect with people. And back in the 90s, we were talking about connecting through mobile devices and smart homes and smartphones and all that. So I got ahead of myself and I got really excited and I started to envision this network that could have TV and film and music and books and all kinds of things. I kept banging my head against the wall because I did a business plan back in 1995. I gave up around 1997. Saying, I think I'll have to circle back around in the future. So now the big giants that got out there and paved the way, the Amazons and the Netflix and Apple and all these, corporations really got to pave the way. And then we have the most important aspect of it all is the timing of it and the divine spiritual revolution that's going on in the world, tying in with the women's movement and the men that are supporting us. Because my tagline, we can't do Gwen without the men.
Bingo.
So with the Women's March, we did that in LA, and I just needed to exhale because it's been such a journey. People say, oh, this is yours. It's not. It's we. And Brenda's in the house, she's one of my board members, and up close and personal, she knows that it's a team. Like everybody in this room is a part of the team. Lori's going to be part of our platform. We're already loading up some of her content. And your son, oh my God, the little halos are shining above his head because I've been throwing so much at him getting the site ready. Right. So we're in beta testing right now. Sure. So if you go to Gwen.live, then you can sign up there. You can watch a cool, beautiful movie from this filmmaker in Berlin and see all of our luminaries that are on board.
Love it.
Luminaries.
Hi, Luminary.
And
Luminary.
and Diana Kelly.
That's a really strong title.
I like that.
Luminary.
Like She's a luminary.
What's your name? Luminary.
She's a luminary. So if they sign up, we're going to be sending out a special private link because we want to co-create this. It's not going to be a YouTube user-generated put up your video. It's very selected content music division, you'll get to hear some of Summer's music. I'm a huge fan of hers.
Summerona.
I met her many years ago, and she can tell you her story, but I can't speak enough words of appreciation for her. So I got the pleasure of being able to direct and co-produce her music video and putting the EP out and the singles coming out.
I'm loving it.
Oh my gosh, the video was magical. And then I'm so excited you're going to have Brenda in the house too, because she's my girl. She's my right hand, my left hand.
You know what we ought to do? I'm getting a little hungry.
Musical snack.
I think it's time for our musical snack. So I've got, you know what? Let's do this. Let's shift a little bit of gears. We're going to move everybody around a little bit. Let's shift you two, bring you two in. You two's here today? Bono! Hey, let me give them a musical interlude in.
It's the dancing.
And a very good arabesque there.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Hey,
Bonjour.
buongiorno.
We're now going to travel around the world.
Have we not?
Yes.
You don't want any frick?
No.
Any what?
I'm from Oklahoma and I'm French.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm frick.
Are you French?
Yes.
Ah,
I'm a frick.
Moi aussi.
Yeah, you got me at that. I said frick, not French.
I'm a frick.
I like wee wee. It's like that means I need to go to the bathroom.
Right. I gathered that.
Brenda in the house, but here's what we got to do because we got to fill some tummies up out there. So this song that we're going to throw up, give me a little pre-intro.
We're not going to throw it up.
Yeah. Throwing up. Well, we kind of throw it up because
Yeah.
slingshot is like, you pull back all the things that you've gone through, whether it's I don't know, whatever holds you back, overcoming obstacles, illnesses, abuse, the systems, government, whatever it is, or your own inner voice, whatever is holding you back, you can learn something from that and grow from that. And, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of thing. And then once you hit that ending, it catapults you into a slingshot. So it's being standing for that strength within and being a warrior in facing your obstacles and being able to rise above haters, and that hater can be inside too, the doubts and the and insecurities, and be able to say, you know what, I'm stronger than this, and I can stand up and I can overcome.
Bam.
Boom.
So this thing says mastering. What's the name of the song again?
Slingshot.
Slingshot it is.
Slingshot.
I was just teasing her because I wanted her to say it and plug it again.
Yeah.
Slingshot. Here we go. Here's a musical snack. Everybody
Debut.
get your bibs on.
It's the debut, too.
It is a debut.
Oh, yeah. You've been waiting for it. About to bring it. I double dare ya to wrap your fingers around my dreams. Lest I'm about to break through the seams. I'm not the kind to be stuck between the mediocre and the fiends, the thieves, the demons. I won't stop. There's meaning, walls of dust. Stop bleeding. I soar by while you sit there reading. Slingshot. You hold me back. Slingshot.
Love it.
Slingshot. You cut me down, I'll survive. Slingshot. You hold me back. Slingshot. We're racing through the sky. Slingshot. I'm made to stay alive. You cut me down, I'll survive. 'Cause You talk, you tell me you wanna help me get up and succeed. I'm a hot commodity, selling and bartering. You break off a part of me like sheep you are slaughtering. You gotta be kidding me, I'm the epitome of Lucifer's enemy, higher than the amphetamines. Even with letting me, I am a better me, meditating serenity. Y'all screaming obscenities. You hold me back. Slingshot. I'll go racing through the sky. Slingshot. I'm made to stay alive. You cut me down, I'll survive. 'Cause I'm a slingshot. You hold me back. Slingshot. Racing through the sky. Slingshot. I'm made to stay alive. You cut me down, I'll survive. Here we go. I'm a slingshot. You hold me back. Slingshot. Go racing through the sky. Slingshot. And damn it, I'm fast.
I had to throw that in. Oh my
gonna
God,
have to
that
add
was
that.
a debut.
Debut.
Man.
Thank you for
We
playing
feel
it.
really special.
And you
Oh, well.
should.
I do, and I am. I'm thankful beyond words.
Well, thanks for playing that.
That was
Oh,
hot.
that was fun.
Wow.
I think we should take that on the road.
Yeah.
You know?
that-
We could be your backup.
I've
That
heard
had some
it.
great-
I've heard it so many times doing
Great
this, doing the
energy.
music video, and I never get tired. In fact, I wake up in the morning going slingshot, slingshot.
Yeah, I'm empowered. Wow, that's good. That
With
really drew
slingshots.
some great energy.
Good. I'm glad. That's the
Nice.
purpose of it.
I love
You know, because it's for
purpose.
me, it's like
Yeah, I'm having a
beyond
hot
the music.
flash
It's
now.
beyond being an artist. It's like
Exactly.
what music can do to other people, and it changes the vibration. Everyone in this room is like,
Oh, yeah.
lift it up. If you were in a sad mood, you turn on music, and it's like,
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go
You
buy a
know,
Wait till you
slingshot.
see the video because we have beautiful dancers with Summer, but we also have these little girls
Oh my
that
God.
will
yeah.
take your breath away. They're
that was
so powerful. I literally cried.
I was crying.
Yeah.
Because they're just little goddesses and they believe in their dreams and the, you know, that wide-eyed, like, I can accomplish the world. And we don't want the things of the world to push that down and say, oh no, you know, it's too
They're
it's too
like 9 to
difficult.
12, so they're right at that age where they start to do that little girl thing, you know, the competitive, and we're just trying to really empower young girls as well, so we
Absolutely.
can set the example that you can grow up and be empowered with each other and join
Right.
forces and follow your dreams and not fall into the traps of abuses and all kinds of things that are out
Boy,
there.
loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's swing this around. I'm all jacked up now.
Uh-oh.
This is good.
I
This
feel,
is real
I
good.
feel you
Go work
coming.
out.
Oh my God! You know what? We are just going to swing right over to Brenda. Let me get this set up here.
Brenda Brown.
Brenda Brown's in the
Entertainment in the house downtown. Brenda Brown. Oh wait, no.
No, Brenda Brown,
Just
best in
playing.
town.
Be-
Brenda Brown, best in town.
Ooh, that's your tag?
Yeah.
That's my tag.
Ooh,
baby.
like it. We
even
need-
better.
we need a song.
Love that. Talk to me. What's going on?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
just inviting.
It is.
Don't get her started.
Can't do Gwen without the men.
No doubt. Let's see, where should I begin?
No kidding.
Um,
It's a peppered career with a lot of amazing stuff.
You have no idea.
Please fill me in. Fill me
Well,
in.
here's the deal. I started being of service when I was about 8 years old for the City of Hope. I had a very close-knit family. Grandfather was very involved with the City of Hope, and he told all of us kids, he was the, you know, patriarch of the family. He says, you know, you have to be of service or you're not going to have anything in your life, period. So that was my first round of giving. And as I grew older, you know, my dad passed away when I was 14, and I had a child at 16. And then I married the abuser, and I like to refer to him as the donor, because that's
Gotcha.
basically all he
Right.
does. And then I divorced him, and then I remarried again, had 2 boys that are
Nice.
amazing.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm a gilf now, you know, grandmother.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yeah.
And
She announced that at Bordeaux's the other day.
so, I mean, look at this. I mean, honestly.
Right. Gilf.
And then,
Who wouldn't want to?
oh, thank you, Summer. What a compliment.
And the beautiful new
I-
silver hair that's
Yeah,
coming
you're all
and I let
gilfy.
I let my hair grow out, and my
Matches
kids got
this.
really upset about the gray. And I said, you know, I walked out of the salon one day after getting a haircut, and the young 20-something says, "Oh my God, who did the color in your hair?" I said, "God did this." You know?
Bingo. The best hairdresser on the planet.
Right. So as I went through my life, you know, I was on the board of directors for an AIDS foundation for 15 years. I was on the board of a battered women's shelter for a number of years. And Tess and I met. I can't even believe how long it's been. It's in the teens now. And, you know, she started telling me about Gwen, and I may get teary-eyed here in a
Please.
second.
Just use the towel.
The
hang
towel?
on. Yeah,
Here.
it's all good.
Um,
Here's a sleeve.
Thanks, doll. So I said I had a child at 16, Shauna. Shauna had substance abuse issues, and she got addicted to prescription drugs after a injury. Then she got clean and sober. She's a UC Berkeley graduate. Unbelievable. I mean, I wasn't a statistic, and I wasn't going to be a statistic.
Damn.
I just, you know, rallied around and had a great upbringing. And my children, I have a son who's a Navy vet, and then my other son is doing I always get this wrong. What is it? Jiu-Jitsu in Florida. He has 2 studios, and he's now teaching kids, bully prevention with his jiu-jitsu. And we also have a Gwen Gal, who's one of my clients. Her name's Lizzie Sider. And this is all going to wrap back around here, I promise you.
It's all good.
And she's a top 40 country pop artist, and she has LizzieSider.com. And she also has a website called nobodyhasthepowertoruinyourday.org, which is her nonprofit. She's 18 years old.
Amazing.
She's got her theme song is called Butterfly. It's going to be on our music. All her music's on the Gwen platform as well, because she's a spokesperson for Gwen.
Sure.
And the reason I bring her up, my daughter died in April. It'll be a year ago.
To hear that.
This April 8th.
God.
And
oh Lord.
she had been clean and sober for quite a number of years and overprescribed medication. And the pharmacy wasn't a fail-safe. The doctor prescribed these medications, and they shouldn't have been prescribed together. And the pharmacy is supposed to be that fail-safe. And they gave them to her. And at 40 years old, my daughter went to sleep and had a massive stroke and died. I was raised in a devout Jewish home, and I don't really practice religion too much. I'm more spiritual, like Tessie here. And you know how I know my faith is strong? I will tell you this. I've never been angry at God one time for my daughter dying.
Right.
And I even tattooed it on my foot. I put sunrise, sunset with her favorite tulip on my foot, so every step I take her with me.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
Brenda Brown Entertainment has led me in so many different directions, and I am so proud to be on the board of Gwen, because it's about empowering, and I just can't even begin to tell you all the love and just reaching out since this, you're never supposed to outlive your kids. Let's face it, it's bullshit. I mean, I don't know if I can say. I guess I can say bullshit.
Damn right,
here,
we're
right?
not FCC regulated. Spit it out. I'm good.
Effing awesome.
That's it.
But you don't. I mean, your parents grow old and die, and as sad as it can be, you're not supposed to outlive your kids. But you know what? The silver lining is I'm still here carrying her message. She was a proponent for helping the homeless. I started a website and a nonprofit for her. The website isn't done yet, but it's going to be called Shade of Shauna. And she had found homes for homeless people, and homeless pets was her big thing. So, that ties all into the empowerment with Gwen and everything. And Shauna's an honorary luminary.
Bam.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Part of the family.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow. It's interesting. I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter. That is an area that I've been fighting. I designed a company working with the top DNA specialist on this problem with pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, they're legal drug
Because
dealers.
do you know that a 40-second swab, 20 seconds on the inside of each cheek, you can do a DNA test that will tell you if you are high, low, or a medium absorber of specific drugs, and it'll tell you what your body can take and what will kill you.
Right.
And it is a one-pager and done. So we designed and developed that. We went after the pharmaceutical companies. 120 people a day die in America from misprescribed meds that are just handed to them like candy.
You're preaching to the choir, sister.
No, it pisses me off royally, like nobody's business, because 120 families by midnight tonight will be suffering the loss of somebody they didn't have to lose.
That's exactly correct.
And I can tell you right now, pharmaceutical companies, I'm on your asses.
Yeah, I want to join that one too, because I saw like my mom and women of that generation were given hormones and uppers and downers and gets to sleep and up to down. Oh my gosh, it's been a roller coaster ride.
Boy, it gets my blood boiling, flipping hot. I am feeling it. You know what? We might have to move to a musical snack to get my head back in the game. So,
ooh la la.
And
Ooh la la.
yes, you know what? $100,000, right?
Yeah, baby.
Let's put $100,000 in our
Should
pocket.
we do that one, or should we do Hourglass?
Hourglass.
Hourglass right now.
Everybody,
I think it's time for Hourglass.
it is. Here it is, and here's another one from Summerona.
I love how he says your name.
I don't wanna feel small no more, fighting battles in a solo war. Hide myself from the light, watch days turn into night. Am I good enough? And will they love me as I am? I don't wanna be a silhouette or be a memory you might forget. Not gonna let these hours pass staring at the hourglass. Hourglass. You're not gonna steal my time. Hourglass. Who are you to draw the line? I'm not gonna compare myself to everybody else. I'll get back up again. Can't break me 'cause I bend like light. I am shining like I'm meant to be. I won't fade into the dimming sky. I won't let this moment pass me by. Now the sand is slipping fast, but I'ma break this hourglass. Hourglass. You're not gonna steal my time. Not gonna steal my time. No, you're I'm gonna break all these rules. Age and time, they don't rule. Don't matter what you want, it's never too late. Shoot for the stars and your life can change. Get back up, gonna fight through pain. Feel the fear, do it anyway. Take my dreams and call them down. As long as I'm breathing, I'm forever yours. You're not gonna steal my time. Hourglass. Who are you to draw? It's my life. Say, break it. Oh, break it. Oh, break it. Oh, yeah. Hourglass. Come on, break it. Oh, break it. Oh, break it. Oh, yeah. Hourglass. Come on, break it.
Whew. Like it a lot. Hourglass.
Can I just
Man,
say something?
Of course you can.
There are 3 types of people in this world. There are those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, then there's those who wonder what the fuck happened.
Well said. Couldn't have said it any
I
better
laugh every time you say
myself.
that. I love that.
Oh,
and
that
I
was
needed to laugh a little bit.
I know. I didn't thought I'm crying today.
Gosh.
I know.
Sorry, it's
But just coming off that
life.
story into that song and
Oh my
and all
God.
the things that are going on in the world, and I know your story, and I know her story, and I know your story, and I'm getting to know your story, and I love your story, and everyone has a story.
Jinx.
Ah.
9, 10. Now you can't talk. Just kidding.
Classic. Everybody does have a story, you know, and
That's
we're
part
all-
of the Gwen network, though. We
Sharing
have a
it.
whole thing about sharing the story because we feel like once you share that story, you're breaking that hourglass. You're breaking
Absolutely.
The restrictions of
that barrier to really heal.
Absolutely.
So when you see our uploads of these stories, they're phenomenal stories. We want to encourage everyone to share their stories. So we'll have a whole upload on our nonprofit site too.
insane, crazy stuff. It's amazing what you all have done.
Yeah,
I'm blown away.
yeah.
I've seen a lot of the body of work of stuff, and then I hear a lot of what Paul's been working on, and some of the stuff you've worked on is amazing.
We have an 8-minute video that's getting ready
Wow.
to be released that shows kind of like the overview, and it doesn't even crack the surface at all, because we have people like Lori her content's going up there. I couldn't even decide because it was just so enormous of what a good content. I think people are really starving to have some good news.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And to feel empowered and to feel inspired and to get involved. And we want to really inspire each person individually to tell their story, heal, and crack open and have compassion. A lot what Jane was saying earlier. And being able to, spread that around in their communities.
It's critical. I think that time's happening, though. I think we're in a unique state that it's crossing over again because we're sick and tired of being sick and damn tired.
Right, exactly.
Our governments aren't doing a damn thing other than raping everything.
They're not.
Yeah, exactly, right.
They stir people up to anger so
I don't
they can
usually
gain
get off
employ.
into political stuff on air, but I'll tell you this. There needs to be some changes.
Can I just mention one other thing? I know I had mentioned Lizzie Sider earlier a little bit, but I wanted you to know that this girl's whole mission is about bully prevention. And her video, Butterfly, will be on our platform too. It's had, 7 or 8 million views. And this was when she was 14. She just turned 18.
She's been with us
a long time.
Wow.
And all her PR that's ever gone out is listed Gwen, and she's a Gwen gal. And she developed a anti-bully prevention DVD that they give away for free on her nonprofit site, nobodyhasapowertoruinyourday.org.
Yeah.
And it's for schools, elementary and middle schools. They get the DVD, and it's her live performance because she went to 350 schools and pressed the flesh of 150,000 children. And we've already had 3,200 schools sign up nationwide, and over 2 million children are being enveloped with her anti-bullying and
what I
bully
love
prevention.
about Lizzie is that she's destined to be a big star, but that's not her priority. Her priority was to get into the grassroots, and her parents are wonderful and supportive.
My gosh.
And Brenda is like the #1 fan, and I'm like number 4 because I know her parents go in there too. I love this girl so much.
I love
And
it.
Tess has just been, really supportive of Lizzie, and I just want to thank you
My
for
pleasure.
all of that. And
I love the fact that Summer's music. This
oh
is
my
what
God, I know.
My dream that's coming true is
You're up
that
there.
I get to have everybody. I get to watch everybody else's dreams come true. Because how many times in Hollywood have I pitched a show and they've turned to me and said, "That's too soft." I'm like, well, how can sex trafficking and abuse and domestic violence and recovery from that
Flippin'
be
idiots.
too soft?
Oh, beyond.
Because we're not throwing martinis in each other's place
Right,
and stealing each
exactly.
other's husband and pulling each other's hair. So this is going to be a platform where we're going to have some really good conscious programming. And
I love consciousness.
And
yeah,
can I just say, I'm
consciousness.
so grateful, to be here because it's such a great place and great thing that you're doing to be able to empower men and women to be able to heal and to recover. And I feel like my music has been able to find a home, with Gwen, because I'm very, I'm poppy and all that and fun and whatever, but I have serious issues to
she's
talk
a
about.
very prolific writer. I'm telling you, she has like a garage full of boxes with little micro mini cassettes with thousands and thousands of songs. If you ever wanted to tap into that, so I've been, not helping her because she has her own mind, a very beautiful, strong mind, but just trying to see where her
Supportive.
brand is. Supportive, that's a great word. Supportive to find that EP of those jewels that come to the top because there's so much music that can be put out there for licensing.
And
which
you-
is-
and a place to put it, a home for it. Every song, every idea, every project should have a home and an audience.
And you know how the music industry is now. I mean, it's worse than politics.
Oh no!
That's why we designed our new label. It's about the artist, not
So
the guy.
that's the deal. We represent indie artists only.
That's it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
independent women
And men.
and men.
Can't do
I
Gwen
just had
without
to,
the
you
men.
know,
And
was-
Paul,
Got
you
that
have
right.
you have a
Song.
new band. You're going to be doing a show this Saturday.
Headlining. Actually.
Headlining.
That's the Planet Love Fest, supporting peace, love, harmony, and all of this plastics that's devouring our oceans. It's time for change, and so
Totally.
we are bringing it. So I've got an all-star band coming. Let's see, I've got famed Ron Whitaker coming to play
Wow,
drums.
love Ron.
Peter DeStefano's coming on. Might have a surprise guest with him.
I can
Then let's see,
imagine.
I'm going to play. We have Vito Gregoli coming on.
Oh, I love Vito.
is
He's
he
gonna be there
Irish?
tonight.
Vito's coming on. He's going to play
Irish guy.
12-string. Vito Gregoli.
Vito.
It sounds for the. It
You're
Sounds
sounding like
Irish.
Count,
It sounds
Count Dracula again.
Gregoli.
That makes me hungry for like ravioli.
It does.
You know, on Gwen, there's Kitchen Cacciatore.
Yes.
Kitchen Cacciatore.
That's my
Oh,
cooking
she can
show.
cook.
She's a
Oh my
cook.
God.
Oh my
Tell
goodness.
me.
Right?
Wow,
Tell
that's
me.
an endorsement.
Right.
Jesus,
Yeah.
the Brussels sprouts.
Oh
to
my
die
God.
To die for.
To die.
To
Yes.
live for. To live for.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
to live.
to
I'm
live for.
sorry. I meant that in a positive way. It's a.
I know.
It's a very alive dying.
I just have to.
I usually look so forward to coming and staying with Tess at her
Uh-huh.
house because of the cooking. I
Mm.
mean,
Well, she keeps me there. Like I'll say, okay, well I'll stay. You know, we'll have a meeting, and then it's like, okay, then we're gonna eat, and then okay, we stay too late. I'm gonna sleep over. Okay, and now there's breakfast and those
Right.
pancakes
Oh
you
my
made
God.
with the.
The gluten-free Pamela's, giving a plug to Pamela's gluten-free.
I know.
oh my
Mm.
God.
I'm like, you never want me to leave, right?
and then
'Cause
there's the wine
I ain't
at
gonna
night.
leave. She has everything.
I know.
Just everything. So
love
Well,
I
Kitchen
have to move
Cacciatore,
in.
this is a great endorsement. I
Right.
guess I better
Sorry.
start filming that.
Yeah, you better start hustling on that one.
I'm actually going to go back to Iowa, where
Really?
I come from, and
Yeah.
I want my dream is to find a barn. So if anyone's from Iowa out there that has a barn, I want to reconstruct it and make it into sustainable farming, and do farm to table and do the cooking show from the Midwest where I grew up.
You had me at
That's
farm.
cool.
I'm a country boy,
I know.
city farmer.
Yeehaw.
But
Yeah.
thank God I'm a country boy.
Yeah, no Brokeback Mountain, no assless chaps
I
here.
know.
You know?
Yeehaw.
I'm
Yeah, your
full-
son's in the house.
Yeah, he's already ruined by me. And he's ruining me on a whole nother level. I'm the
That's Dad.
1.0 software version. He's the 2.0. Totally. You know what we ought to do? Let's shift gears for a second. I want to bring Lori back on and talk about Standing Rock. Are you okay with that?
No.
Team player there.
Always.
Brenda Brown, thank you so much. We're going to, oh my gosh, Brenda. I love it, love
Brenda
it,
Brown,
love it.
best in town.
Brenda Brown.
I'm gonna have
best
to write a
in
jingle.
Town.
I know.
Right. It's already.
Lori
happening.
Woodley
Brenda
is
Brown.
back in the driver's seat. Holy mackerel. Let me see what I've got here.
Yeah,
I've
we
got-
need to have an update on Standing Rock because I still have my
Yes.
ticket to go out there, and I keep waiting for Lori's wink to say, "Come on, come on, come on." So you're
Lori,
my leader.
what-
In fact, I met her here. She was sitting right here. I was sitting right here, and I
That's
said,
right.
"I love this woman. I don't know what she's doing, but I want to help." So,
I
hi.
love you too.
Lori's amazing. You are.
Thank you.
You are just flipping dedicated to the hilt. I am sitting in a room full. Most men wouldn't even want to walk in a room with the power that the women have in this room.
But you have
They-
father and son that are brave.
You got
That's
that right.
right.
Well,
That's right.
I'm a lion, so the king of the jungle he's not afraid.
Never back.
Yeah, but
down.
you don't have
Lion.
you don't have a big lion roar. You're a pussycat.
Ralph.
He just wants the roar. But
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah. I'm all soft. Yeah, they got my number over here. Definitely. What you got going there?
That's Newsweek.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Disruptive women, entrepreneurs you can bet on. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I've always said, you know, and for years I've had more women working for my companies outside of the people that work for my construction company out in the field. That wouldn't have worked out well. But because
Why
it was
not?
dirty, nasty. I was disaster relief. It was
I'm
horrible.
not afraid of
So?
dirty nasty.
I know, but you
We
know
do
what?
dirty
I
nasty?
don't mind if
It
I
was-
break a nail, get, you know.
Yeah, but
get a
after the
little
first
dirty.
We
week,
did
you'd
Dirty
be,
Nasty
you'd be
filming
all
her
you'd be
video.
all over me. So more on the corporate powerful level instead of a shovel in a hand. I've always said women are just so much more powerful. There's not the ego-driven bull crap that goes on. The measuring. I'll be
There's
nice.
there's power in the weeping.
There
Right,
is.
there's power when
It's
that weeping was happening during your
tremendous.
song. Like, you know, there's where vulnerability meets, you know, warrior,
Big time.
and nothing stops that.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Absolutely. Give us
So
a little
what's going
Standing Rock
on?
action.
Well, you know, most people know now Standing Rock, you know, camps have closed. There's others that are popping up. It was a big change, you know, and while the fight currently today, you know, is that pipe went under that river, that's just one of the fights. It's just one of the battles, and the war is bigger, and there's people on the streets. In D.C. on the 10th, which is Friday, is a massive Indigenous rights march.
Wow.
And no DAPL. I think there's going to be millions of people there. I had
Love
like
it.
4 texts today. Are you going to be in D.C.? You're going to be in D.C. But I'm going to be in Malibu with 200 kids, so I'm not going to be in D.C. But
Sure.
I'm going to be, working with kids who are going to change everything.
Well, you're the next leaders of the world.
That's right. That's
It's
exactly
important.
right. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Maybe one of them can run for president in 2020.
One of them will. I'm telling you, these are just, these kids are amazing. And when they know how amazing they are, there's no stopping them.
Got that
and
right.
that's the thing. How long did it take us to figure out how amazing we were? Guess
I'm
what?
still
They're
working
getting
that
it
out.
now.
We have to continue.
Right.
I'm a
still
half a
trying to figure-
century run.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to
But
figure
these
that one
guys,
out.
without any arrogance and just pure humility and empathy, these guys are like, oh, I matter.
Right.
Oh, and you do too.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I used to not even talk to you at school, but now I've got your back forever. That's what happens. So it's a bigger fight now, right? So and the fight isn't just Standing Rock, and
Exactly.
the defund DAPL and the defund the big banks who are funding all of these big corporate projects. They have no power if we don't put any money there.
That's it.
And nobody's going to manufacture something somebody won't buy, and nobody's going to invest in something people won't put their money in.
Yep.
And so we just need more of us to do that. So that's one of up to us. Shailene's her big next shift
She's
is to work
amazing.
on just being that voice. They're going to go on a road trip across. Another caravan. Last year it was to DC, and then the runners for Standing Rock, and now they're going to go on the road in an RV, and they're going to say, go community to community, pull your money.
That's cool.
That's somebody
Man.
that I wish more
Love
people
it.
in the
That's
industry
right.
would put their power of their celebrity
yeah.
behind and use their voice. And
It's
she
coming.
is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's coming
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
sure.
It's coming.
Yeah, I
And,
mean, a lot more people. A lot of people do, but it should be in
Yeah,
droves
oh, I
because
know.
people in
Yeah.
the industries that are
Pastime.
so they're so powerful. They don't realize that.
I think they realize that there's all kinds of fear. I mean, we were talking to somebody, a colleague in the industry with Shay, and right in there, going to drop into Standing Rock, going to be there. Sorry, PR person said it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be that. I'm like, why are you listening to that person?
Bullshit.
That
That's
person
ridiculous.
should go, oh, you're doing that? Okay, I'll figure out how to make that work for you. Oh, you're doing that?
Right.
Okay, I'll figure out how to make that work for you.
Yeah. Right.
Not, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because, somebody might, something might. And Shay was like, this is my voice, and if nobody wants to hire me again for that, well, then nobody hires me for that.
That's it.
But the reality is that just went the opposite way. People are interested in what she has to say,
Right.
and people are interested in the fact that she cares.
I love
Oh,
it.
and she's easy to work with. That's kind of that's a nice thing to do.
good.
Too. Yeah.
I was so blessed to be at the Global Green Awards and seeing you all accept that award. Man,
it was
almighty.
a really
It
good
was
moment.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a
beautiful.
good moment.
It's
Yeah.
marked history right there, definitely. Standing Rock, all you all out there that have been fighting, we're here by your side. We're not stopping. We're
Nope.
not backing down. We
Nope.
are standing strong.
The war's not over.
Oh, you damn right it's not. And we've got princess warriors lined up around here. Good Lord. I'd say I need a sword sharpener, but I'm positive you all have got them as sharp as possible. Oh, yeah. Take a piece of paper. Oh, yeah. Done. Tessie Pooh, 12:53. Tell everybody where to go. We've got a big party tonight. Let's fill everybody in.
So it's a private party, but we were going to live stream, but we decided not to because I really want to bring the community together and make this big announcement and then bring in the world. So after today, we're going to be sending out a private link to a beta test. So how many people get to really go behind the scenes and really have a voice in what kind of program, what interests you? So that's what we're doing. Instead of just pushing live and seeing what happens, I really want to see what happens with the voices of the world. We have 90 women on board as luminaries, which represent probably close to 20 countries.
Wow.
So we have a lot of powerful voices. We have African Women Entrepreneurial Program, AWAP, out of Africa. So they have their own businesses started. So the entrepreneurial side is really important for us as well. Life education, scripted series, music, educational programs. It's
Crazy men.
oh my God, the men programming. You'll see, we're going to post the 8-minute video that you'll see the overview of everything. And then I want to hear from everybody. I want to hear what do you want to see? What kind of programming do you want? And if there's anybody out there that's been struggling like I have in the industry, and you have a really cool film, a short film, a documentary, and no one wants to take it if it's already run its course in the film festivals and Netflix won't pick it up, bring it on, especially if it has a message like Standing Rock or abuse or something.
Yeah, we love having
We have to have conscious programming.
Conscious content.
Conscious content.
That sounds so good, doesn't
Conscious content.
That's so
that sounds like a
uplifting.
snack.
It is a snack.
Content with a cause.
Yeah.
That needs to be a song. Conscious content.
with the cause.
Slingshot conscious.
That's the remix.
What's this thought that conscious content is boring? What it's the most exciting. Like real stories are more
To be
exciting than
inspired,
anything
yeah.
anybody can make up.
Well, the
stories.
hamsters on the wheel are used to mundaneness.
Yes.
You know, so it's okay with them. Thank God we're not part of the hamsters.
No, and we're pulling people off that wheel.
We are. Well,
We're
I've
pulling
always
people off
said,
that wheel.
hey, hamsters, I've been standing there with the stick in your spokes. Come on off. Let's go. I've always said, now I've got a book coming out, children's book, that it's called Squirrelsville. And it's going to be all life lessons. And I've got, unfortunately, a few squirrels get run over that cross the street and, you know.
Aww. You're going to give the kids nightmares.
Because they have ADD. They're like, squirrel.
I'm going to put it, it's going to be put in such a content that it's about indecision and decision. And so because, you know, you see the squirrel that runs halfway into the street and then decides to run back to the side that he just ran from. There's a message in there. But we also
I have a lot of live footage of squirrels I'll give to you.
Oh, I'm loving it.
I'll do an interactive book.
Yeah.
I do. Beating out of my hand. It's
We have
fantastic.
got some interesting stuff coming, so maybe we need to throw some hamsters in on that.
Squirrels and hamsters.
Squirrels and hamsters.
We're getting crazy now.
I'm going to take Dr. Seuss to a whole nother level. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
It's going to get good.
Watch out,
Because
Paul
you look
Boswell.
at it, because some of those standards that we grew up by are gone. You know, we got iPads in kids' hands at 2 years old. It's insane.
Well, it's all because the money is what's kind of ruling things,
yeah.
you know, rather than the content. It's
Absolutely.
But the
become about the
humanity's
money.
still there. Like, you know, we just had, 200 kids put their phones away for 3 days.
That's
Guess
cool.
That's
what?
powerful.
They didn't miss them.
Oh
When
my
they
God.
first gave them up, it was like,
Get some
like, it was
anxiety.
like literally, no, like shaking.
Yeah.
And then by the time they're done, they're like, I actually know you
Take a
now.
breath.
They love it.
That's great.
We love breath.
great.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be rolling out. I'll give a little musical background. Tell everybody, Summer Rona, where to go.
Where to go? I'll tell you where to go. You can go to summerrona.com. On Instagram, you can go to Summer Music. And Gwen.live will be featuring my single Slingshot, and then in the next month, the EP and the music video.
The music video.
Which is going to debut with Gwen.
Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I hope to see you on Instagram and on Gwen. And it's going
And
to
what's
be
your Twitter? Is it Summer Rona?
Summer
Music?
Rona.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
Summer Rona. Yeah. But if you go on Instagram and do Summer Rona, you'll see all my nephews, which are adorable.
Love it. And we'll see you tonight out there. Lori, where
Tonight,
do we
yes.
go to see everything you're doing?
Well, the biggest place is allitttakes.org. That's what we're doing with the youth. And then really that's the best way to find me. Woodley, Lori for Twitter. And right now that's the best way to get
And we will be sharing those links for all of you. Tessie Pooh, where are we going to see all your fun stuff?
Gwen.live.
Gwen.live is that simple, easy, and y'all got to get in there. And you know what I think I'll do? I'm going to give a little musical snack of what song I wrote for the big festival this weekend. Planet Love Fest, be there. Encinitas 5 to 10. I'm putting links out there. And this is called Oxygen. Y'all can go to rockersforwildlife.com. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We're everywhere, baby. And next Wednesday, we're going to be back same time, same bat channel. And here's your little oxygen to breathe from. Let me fix that, though. Oh, yeah, baby. Did you feel the breath, the oxygen? Breathe, everybody. Put some ice.
Just breathe.
Everybody have an amazing day. We'll see you out at Planet Love Fest. It's this weekend. Go check out all of our plugs for everybody. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be epic, and we love all of you. And we're out of here. This is Rockers for Wildlife. Say bye to everybody. Bye. Thank you, Diana Kelly. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Mela. Thank you, Anna Heat. Thank you, Pasuli. And thank you for my mother. I love you dearly. Bye-bye.
Oh, cute.
You're listening to Rockers for Wildlife Radio with Paul Paget, only on LA Talk Radio.